point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
This is 2nd and 8. Levis sets up to throw here.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Levis.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 60 yards.
It's a gain of 60 yards. First down, Seattle.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off, let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught, right side, Gresham, powering forward. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Quick throw complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Shutting defenders at the 15.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Second down, here's Levis.
Flush to his right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Levis now on second down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit.
Gets through, and now an opening. A big play there for Minnesota.
yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Aaron Donald, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Back to throw here.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw on third and goal.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They throw it out right complete. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Second down and 4. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Levis to throw off play action. This ball caught by McIntosh.
And he will be very close to a first down. I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2nd and 2. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Second and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19, cup 19. 18 rather, 18 rather.
They'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a 1st down.
You've said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Gresham. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 9.
Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
standing just outside his own goal line. Shrugs him off, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Levis on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
And the Seahawks first down.
Okay, ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. And Walker has it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second down, here's McIntosh. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal. Levis now off of play action. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Myers' kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. A big play there for Minnesota. 52 yards.
And normally when we think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. The quick throw complete into the flat on left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Again it's Charbonnet. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Zach Charbonnet with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Sims. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Viking 18. Trap 60.
2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Second down, here's Charbonnet. Muscles him off. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll run on third down with Charbonnet.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Levis now on 1st and 10.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
There's Charbonnet once again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Zach Charbonnet with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So
Frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
First down, Seahawks.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll throw it again with Levis. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Levis to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Here we go. This is 4th down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Minnesota, they